Hello, everybody, and welcome back to BrokeN Boys. This is episode 255. I'm Mike.
And I'm Colin.
And this week we're going to be talking about the album discography of Miss FKA Twigs, art pop legend, I suppose. I don't know. At least current main name in art pop. And we will be getting into that a little bit later. But first, before we do that, how you doing, Colin? How are you? How was your week? What's up?
I mean, I'm all right. Week was okay. Had a lot of fun last weekend, which I'm sure we can talk about together. But I had a good time playing board games with my best buds and all that jazz.
You
came
played
back.
some jazz too?
Oh yeah, I've picked back up the saxophone and I'm going nutso.
Nutso on the sax.
Absolutely wacko nutso, insano.
Wow.
Sicko mode on the jazz sax, and so I'm coming for your talent.
I was gonna say maybe I can get a pensive feature on my next whatever I'm doing, but
yeah, we'll see. Okay. I'm thinking more of like a rivalry type of thing.
Okay. I'm thinking of a rivalry more than like
I'm thinking of like a rivalry, maybe a enemies to lovers arc.
Oh, okay. I can
see.
get down with that one. Yeah. I mean,
we'll
fuck you. Sorry.
Yeah, I hate you. Don't want you to twinkle your piano fingers in my butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, McDonald's is bad again.
Oh.
McDonald's sucks, and I hate it,
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how my opinion of something can go from all right, it's fine, to oh my god, I want to kill myself every time I step foot into this building.
Yeah.
When people come back and it's busy as it was prior to a break.
Mm-hmm.
Because school started again and people are back, college kids are back, and they're ready and raring to go for some McDonald's. And I hate it. I hate it there. It's very busy again. It's not like unmanageable, but yesterday was quite busy all day long, and I was standing in one spot. I wasn't in back cash. I was in the front window, but I was standing there for like 3-4 hours straight, doing only that.
Mm-hmm.
And boy howdy, standing in one spot for that long hurts my feet real bad. Much rather be walking around. But that's McDonald's, so I love it and I hate it. Mostly
Do you
hate
love
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But the work was fine. Otherwise, didn't do a whole lot other than our board game weekend. I played a lot more Pokemon. I to listen to the albums that I had to listen to. I just sat down in the truck of American Truck Simulator, of which I lovingly named my company Suckin' and Truckin'.
That's awesome.
And I've only flipped the truck once so far.
Hey,
so
let's go.
But don't text and drive, because I've definitely gotten into a couple head-on car accidents.
I've definitely done that before too. It's actually so funny how like you're like if you're texting in real life and then like peeking up at the screen as if you're actually driving a car. It's like
just,
training
it
you
goes to
in
show
probably
you.
a bad
It
way,
really
honestly, but
it really is.
yeah.
But like I said, I only flipped the truck completely one time,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine. I've only maybe killed a couple people, so it's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, my
Um,
body count's definitely higher than that in American Truck Simulator, but
you've been playing for longer, so
yeah,
it makes
true,
sense.
true.
I'll get there one day.
Yeah.
Um,
I believe in you.
thanks. Um, but that's been fun. I started in Albuquerque, and I've
Mhm.
been driving through Utah and New Mexico and Arizona and
Mhm.
all those states around that area. But I did buy like the like big pack that you could buy when it was on Steam Winter Sale for like 40 something bucks.
Oh shit. How much
So
did you get? Like, you probably got most of like the DLC from that, didn't you?
I think I got most of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got like the most of the West Coast, and then
Yeah.
I think Louisiana and
I think
maybe.
I think those packs cover like all of them except like the most recent like 3
Mm,
or so. Maybe. But
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if Illinois is in the game yet, but when it
I don't
is, I will.
think so. I think it's the next one to come in though, which I'm excited for. But
Yes, I would love to drive through this state that I have called home my entire life.
absolutely.
But
I can't wait
back in the
for
driver's.
oh sorry.
You get.
The drive from our school to Chicago is gonna be like 2 minutes
Mm,
long, if that. So
yes. But I can say that I've done that many times before, so
yes, true. In two
I'm a
minutes.
pro. Yes. um, but that's been fun. I like that game. It's a nice background for music.
Absolutely.
So, hmm um, otherwise, been playing a lot of Pokemon, like I said.
Hmm.
Uh, the new rival season started today. Deadpool's been added to the game,
Oh shit.
and he's a good fast talking kind of uh character that it's probably gonna get on my nerves because all he does is talk.
Wow.
Um,
That's
but
also kind of the point of him. So
it is, it is, it is.
yeah.
And the voice actor, I'm glad that he didn't just go with like I'm gonna imitate Ryan Reynolds. He's
Yeah.
doing his kind of own thing,
Okay.
which I'm happy with. But that's cool. I watched the 28 Days Later.
No.
Uh,
That's the original,
the
right?
other Yes, the first
Yes.
one. Um, the other day, and it was good. It I wasn't. You do see every inch of Killian Murphy.
Wow.
So
Great advertising.
it leaves nothing to the imagination.
Yeah.
You see cock and balls and all. So he's there, and who am I to complain? Um,
Hmm.
it's a good movie though. It's the infected in that one definitely feel like they inspired most of zombie media
Yeah.
in the last 20 years, with the way they move and are scary and run around and kind of yell. Um, but it's pretty cool seeing. It feels like it's a little indie flick, and especially with how the camera quality is.
Yeah.
It was made in 2002, which like movies didn't look too bad back then. But this one feels like it was filmed on like a camera from the 1980s,
Hmm.
uh, which kind of takes you out of it a little bit, but it doesn't look bad. The story is pretty good. Characters are 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 nice to be around for the movie. It's good. I'd recommend it. I do. I'm looking forward to the next couple that are in there. Um, though I've heard Weeks isn't nearly as good.
I've heard
So,
years is not that good either. But
oh really? I
I don't
I
know.
heard the opposite from the people that I
Oh,
watched. So
I don't know. Yeah. I
I don't
guess
know. We'll see.
you'll have to find out.
I like the actors in Years. So
Hmm.
um, we'll see. But Killian Murphy's great in that. So if you like Killian, which I don't know how you couldn't love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but good movie. I'd recommend checking it out. It's leaving Netflix at the end of January, so
Oh, it was on Netflix. Okay, cool.
yes. So go check that out. And then I listened to a bunch of FKA Twigs,
Mm-hmm.
and that's basically it. How was your week?
Week was fine. I don't really have too much to talk about either, aside from the board game weekend. Once we get there, but been as you were listeners to the FK Twigs stuff,
Mhm.
and been mostly playing games and stuff like that. Yeah, I really don't have much to talk about. Oopsie. I hate when I look at my notes. I'm like, oh damn, I did nothing this week. Oh well. But yeah, I finished up Cyberpunk. Got all the achievements for that. Got the endings and stuff like that. Uh, I only had to slightly cheat a little bit because I was looking at the achievements and it was like help this guy get his revenge or whatever, and I was like,
Mhm.
I think that guy's dead. And then I looked it up. I'm like, I looked it up. I'm like, oh, I can say I could have saved him pretty much. I didn't realize that was an option. And in order to get that achievement, if I were to do it completely legit, I would have probably had to log another 20, 30 hours into the game um, just to do that. And I'm like, you know what? Um, I looked it up, and on the place where I had a few mods on Cyberpunk, they had a mod that just revives him. I'm like, hey, whatever works works. So, um, had to get a little slimy there, I guess. But Cyberpunk was fun though. It definitely. I saw some videos of what it looked like. When it first launched, especially on consoles and stuff, and definitely not that shit show anymore. Um,
Hmm.
uh, yeah, I would recommend giving it a play again. I think it's definitely worth it. It's a lot of fun stuff you can do in there. Um, and the story is pretty good. I think the DLC is actually very good. They did a lot better with the story in that one. Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, it was pretty fun. But I finished that. I was basically done with that last week, and I forgot to mention it. But finished that up this week. And now you know, uh, finishing up my RuneScape subscription as well. I think I got 2 days left on that as we speak. So, um, you know, uh,
Uh-oh.
yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna redo it. Um, but just
You
kind of.
gotten all you want to get out of your boating?
Oh, my sailing, yeah, for now. I've basically done as much as I need to. I could go up to 99 if I wanted to, but there's not really an incentive to at the moment.
Hmm.
But you know, um, well, I'm not. Also, that would take a long fucking time. I only have two
Right.
99s in that game. 99s are crazy. Um, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but in that game, there's a popular joke because like the levels are, I don't know if they're exactly exponential. Because I think when it's exponential, it like doubles each time. But
Mhm.
the gap between the levels gets bigger each time you level up.
Right. Uh-oh. He's dying still, guys.
Sorry, this cough won't fucking go away. But yeah, the halfway to 99 is level 92 in RuneScape.
Oh.
So that's a common joke with the players that 99 divided by 2 is 92. And most of my skills are like in the 80s, including sailing, which is like 82, I think. So,
Oh, wow.
um yeah, it's a grind, and yeah, anyways. But yeah, just chilling with that. And then also I was gonna my next game was gonna be Uncharted, which it probably still
Mhm.
will be at this point. Uncharted 4. Um, uh, but I saw on Steam that Dead Island 2 was on a sale for like literally $5, and I was like,
Uh,
you know what? Might as well. I've heard that game is kind of ass, but for $5, I'll play it. Because I know that the gore system in the game is like kind of insane. I'm not sure if you've seen anything on that, but like it's pretty crazy. Like the gore is pretty. I don't know. It's hard to describe it besides saying pretty crazy. And yeah, pick that up, playing it a little bit. Story is very ass, very bad. And the and the I guess the gameplay loop feels like I'm stealing this from Moist Critical. He said this, but the gameplay loop feels like it was a game developed in 2013, and not in a good way. But the actual gameplay itself and the combat and the gore is pretty fun. So I'm still like enjoying my time with it. I just kind of hate whenever anyone opens their mouth. But yeah, so I'm just kind of having some fun in there. I'm probably not going to complete that game. I might finish the story potentially, but I'm just gonna play that until I'm like, yeah, I'm bored, and then I'll uninstall it and play Uncharted. But having fun with that. And then also we started with my neighbors. My neighbor Andy, he really loves the show Andor. As actually all three of them really like Andor. And I started watching it. I want to say last year, maybe like a year and a half ago or something. Yeah, I just didn't really get too sucked into it. But now I'm being peer pressured into watching more of it.
No, my friends are making me watch a good show.
I know, yeah, it's just make me smoke cigarettes or something. Yeah, we're watching an episode of that every weeknight pretty much. We started doing that Monday, and last night was the last episode that I had watched beforehand. So it's all new territory from here. Episode 5 tonight. But yeah, I mean it's pretty good. I've always really liked the visuals in the show. It's definitely the most like grounded I think a Star Wars thing has ever felt. Like the world feels very real, which is super sick. Yeah, my biggest complaint at the moment, and what I remember from thinking when I was watching it too, is that Andor himself is kind of boring. He's kind of just a face that does stuff at the moment. But I'm being told that he gets better, so we'll see about that. Yeah, no, I think it's a good show, but it has yet to blow me away. But we'll see.
That's where I've been at too, and I've tried. I started watching it when it came out, didn't really capture me, so I stopped, and then I tried again, and I was like, okay, I watched a couple more episodes, and I was like, okay, I can see why people like this so much, and then I've like started and stopped the same episode like 2 or 3 more times after that, and I just like, man, I don't really have the drive to.
Yeah.
Like, I want to like the show. I want to watch it. I know that when Andy Serkis comes in, that it's supposed to get really good.
Oh yeah, he's the one in there. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I liked the one heist they did at the beginning of the first season with like Will Poulter and Evan Moss Bacharach. Like, those there were some big names that I really like in that first little bit, and no spoilers, I guess, but
yeah,
they're not around after that. And I don't know, just I will watch it at some point, but I feel like I've seen a lot of the big story beats on social media anyway, so it's kind of hard to really lock in.
It's funny, Andy was talking about it, and he kept saying like, well, after this arc it starts getting really good or whatever. And I was like, I feel like I haven't heard people use arc for a non-anime show before. And he's like, no, they do, because this is this arc, and then you get the heist arc, and then you get the prison arc. And I was like, oh, it sounds like the heist arc goes very well. He was like, oh shit. But so we'll see what happens after that. But Oh shit, forgot to mute, my bad.
That's all right.
But yes, that is pretty much it for me. I listened to FKA Twigs. I don't think I listened to anything else. Nah, I've been still listening to the Cameron Winter solo album quite a bit, and the and Getting Killed. I'm very much in a Geese mood now. And I low key might even check out 3D Country fairly soon. But I'm Geese pilled at the moment, man. What can I say? The medication's working. But yeah. I think that's pretty much it for me. Guess we want to talk about the weekend now, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we last weekend, pretty much directly after the pod, started our journey over to Vince's house. Because we did a board game night. Well, not a board game night. We did a board game
Nights.
weekend. Yeah, nights. Yeah, the original idea was for Vince, Colin, and I to play HeroScape again. Kind of a nerdy-ish board game that we did a long time ago at this point, probably like a decade ago.
I checked and it was like about 8 years ago.
Yeah,
a little less than 8 years ago at this point. So,
but it's a game. It's a game from Vince's childhood that he played. I'm guessing quite a bit at one point, and then you played as well with him. Did you only play with him that one time, or did you play with him?
That was. I think I played with him like one more time prior to that, but I also had. I had the Marvel version of HeroScape going up that I played a good amount, which was very fun.
Yes. But it was my second time. Yeah, sorry. And there was oh yeah, we wanted an excuse to play it because it's like a thing that takes a while to set up, and then the game itself, I think every time we played it was like 3 hours long. So having a dedicated time for it rather than just while we're over there on like Secret Santa and like, hey, let's bust out HeroScape.
Yeah, right.
The dedicated time definitely helped with it. But that was the idea, and then we mentioned it to John too. At least a board game weekend. He was interested as well. But yeah, I guess we get down there. I don't think anything. I mean, I think we just play a game of HeroScape. I don't think anything too significant happened before that.
I mean, we took a trip to Michael's.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did do that. Yeah,
the craft store. And had some pizza, which was good.
Domino's pizza.
Yeah, but we socialized a little bit, and then we were like, John wasn't getting there till like 11 or whatever. We didn't know if he was gonna make it that night in the first place. So we were just like, oh, well, we just we play a first round of HeroScape.
Yeah,
we hunkered down and we did that, and Vince pissed us off collectively.
Yeah, he chose a big drag. Well, okay, it was funny because most of his units died immediately, and then he had a giant ass green dragon that he had in the corner along with a guy that can heal the dragon when he's right next to it. And oh boy, that dragon was taking hits and then healing immediately. And like I think all he had to do was like on like a D20, he had to roll like a 6 or higher to heal it.
Yeah,
which is like insane. But yeah, that first game was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was good. And we were worried if John was even gonna wanna play HeroScape as well, because like we see John as this too cool for school kind of chill guy. He doesn't seem into all the nerdy shit, but he came in at 11. We were like halfway through, I think,
probably
maybe
roughly.
A little more than halfway.
Yeah.
And he sat down, he was just watching us play, and he's starting to get into the dice rolls and everything. I was like, oh yeah, maybe there's some hope.
The attack and defenses, yeah, someone would roll well and he go, oh. I think John's liking
it. Yeah. And you're like, oh, John, would you be interested? And he was like, yeah, I'd play. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So Vince won that first game. with that fucking dragon.
Yeah.
Despite our collective efforts.
Yes.
Towards the end, though we were kind of. I felt like we didn't want to just gang up on one person, so we were kind of trying to be even about who we were attacking for the most part.
Yeah.
At least me and Katie were, and
I think I was too. I don't really remember what my game plan was that first game, except survive.
Yeah, no. Well, I think for most of the games that was your goal because everyone was going in on you.
Yeah, true.
For some reason.
True. Yeah, Vince was. I do remember in that first game, Vince was calling me a threat when he had a fucking dragon and a healer. But
yeah, no, both Vince and Katie had like 2 characters that they did not use for a majority of the game, just kind of sitting.
Yeah.
And waiting, and Katie's was like a werewolf and a big black dragon, who we came to affectionately call the Charlie Kirk dragon.
Yeah.
and then Vince had that green dragon and the healer. So we were, me and Mike, we had our whole squads kind of out there, but then they were just being strategic.
Yeah.
Vince had built. You build the board is so you build it yourself. So Vince did that a couple of days prior, which I feel like gave him an unfair advantage because he studied the terrain and he probably like went through it all in his head, but
maybe a little bit.
No.
But yeah, okay. I was gonna say I don't think it impacted that much.
No. But it's pretty cool. Really love Hero Escape. Played. After that, we played some Smash Bros. To finish out the night.
I was whipping ass as Ike.
You were.
It was a good Ike night for me.
It was. You were whipping ass, and John was kicking ass. Cloud Strife too.
Oh God, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then the full day after that Saturday, we all woke up at our times and we kind of set up our second game of Hero Escape before we went and tried this nice little local chicken spot by Vince, and it was like this little shack, and we were like, and we drove past it the night before, and Vince was like, oh yeah, our realtor was like, that's the best chicken he's ever had. We and we're like, oh, you were like, well, maybe we should try that. That could be our lunch or something. Yeah. And so we were like, all right, let's pile in and get over there. And the prices were very good for the amount of food you get. And Mike and I got the 2-piece dark meat meal, and then John got a sandwich.
I was gonna say they warned me at the window. They were like,
"Yes,
we have big pieces of chicken. It's an anomaly. If you come back here again, don't expect it to be as big." I was like, I'll just appreciate what I get now. But yeah, sorry. John got the sandwich as well.
Yes.
And then Vince and Katie got it was popcorn chicken and chicken tenders. Right.
I don't know if it's on my end or your end, but you're kind of cutting out for me.
You cut out for me there. So.
Might be my end then.
But are you speaking right now?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just speak for a sec. And then they got that. We all brought it back. I think we all enjoyed our meals. Mine, the 2-piece chicken meal came with like 2 fucking sides. It was like I got like a mac and cheese and a mashed potato, and it came with a biscuit and a drink. And I want to say that, I mean, do you remember what the price of that was? It wasn't that much. It was like
it was like $12 maybe.
Yeah, even. Which like that's insane. That the amount of food that they gave us for $12, like that's unheard of these days. So like that was very good. I think the chicken itself was very good. I enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I would have been like the realtor, be like, that's the best chicken I've ever had in my life. But it was it was very good though, especially for the price. And the leg that I got was a monster. That thing was huge. And I very much enjoyed eating that.
Yeah. No, I like I said, I only got the 2-piece meal, but they threw in a second thigh for me for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was too full to finish it, so I just gave it to Vince for his leftovers. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was good chicken. I wouldn't say I like it as much as like a Popeyes, because that's my favorite chicken joint. But for a little local spot, that's a great little place to
Oh,
have around.
absolutely. Yeah.
But it was tasty. Vince and Katie had plenty of leftovers because they both got like chicken tenders, and Katie got a popcorn chicken, which was
Popcorn
just
chicken.
sliced up chicken tenders.
Yeah.
So, they had plenty left over, and then after that we got into our second game of Heroescape, which I got absolutely obliterated throughout the at the beginning.
Yeah, to be oh yeah, that's right. You did get obliterated in the beginning. I don't remember I don't remember the second game as much for some reason.
Yeah, it wasn't as eventful as this
Yeah.
first and the last one, but it no, I was just saying, yeah, John destroyed me at the beginning of that one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, all I remember from that one is that I did have a unit that could like shoot very far and had like a good a decent amount of accuracy to it. And John had that Charlie Kirk dragon. And I did snipe it from fairly far away. And that was kind of funny. But not for John. I think he was a little sad. But he did get like an insta kill move on one of your units earlier.
Yeah.
So
no, I had this guy called the Ogre Pulverizer that I was using, and he I was just kind of moving him around the board. John was trying to, because was kind of starting to kill some of my smaller units. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna move this big guy towards, so I can maybe get some damage done over there. And then like when I got even remotely close enough, he brought the Charlie Kirk dragon out and did instant death to my ogre that had like 8 life or whatever.
Yeah.
Which was upsetting, because after that I had these 3 guys at the end that were just one was a healer, and then who I like a lot, who was like Erevan or something, this little white elf who threw fire across the map, and he did some good damage for me in the first and the second and third games. So I liked the characters I had at the end, but I had no chance really.
Yeah.
With Vince and John.
Yeah.
John gets scary though.
John does get scary. Stay tuned for game 3 for what I have to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Vince won the second game too, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think most of that game I was kind of like hiding. I was like kind of trying to like take pot shots at Vince for a lot of that. I think that's right. Him and I were in battle for a lot of that, and then you and John were in battle for a lot of that.
Yes, right.
I think we only like combined at certain points. But that was a good one too. Definitely fun. Even if not much to talk about, I guess. But was it after that we did Hues and Qs, or did we?
Yes,
I think we kind of chilled for a sec, maybe.
Yeah, we took a break because that was like another 3-hour game.
Right.
like Mike was saying, so we chilled for a while and then busted out Hues and Qs.
Yes. That was one that I wanted to play, mostly because I'd seen Smosh play that one. I was like, that was kind of fun. I thought it was fun. I had a good time with it. I think it was a good palate cleanser too, to something a little more just immediate, and I guess I don't know if basic's the right word, but like something more immediate that you just kind of pick up and play. There's not really a way to talk about the gameplay of Hues and Qs. I guess the color's right. But it's fun.
Mike did do a good job though. He won overall.
I did win overall. So. That was I had a good time playing that one. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. And then did we get into Heroescape 3 after that?
Yeah.
I guess we had dinner. Yeah.
Vince made a delicious chicken Euro thing that he made on their new Blackstone out there, which was very, very yummy.
It was.
Yeah, it was just, got that good tzatziki, that feta, that red onion, the lettuce.
Tzatziki, that feta.
Tzatziki. Yeah. Greek,
Yes.
Just delicious stuff. Vince is a little cook over there, so kiss the cook.
We all did. It was the tax.
Yes.
Before we could get our food. Yeah, that was good. Very much enjoyed that. Yes. I will say, I feel like maybe I just haven't had enough euros. I feel like that tzatziki sauce tasted a little different than it usually does. It was still good, but it was a different flavor, I feel like, than usually.
There might have been more dill in it than
yeah,
maybe, but it was like store bought, so it had like more chunks from the cucumber too. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm a slut for tzatziki, so I just I like it whatever form it's in.
Yeah, I might just need to have more euros, but it was still good though. I enjoyed it, and that feta cheese, love that shit. I'm a cheese boy, so yeah. That's me.
But then we decided to rebuild the board.
Oh yes.
For our third game, because we wanted the five of us that were there to be able to all play at once. So, me, Mike, and John with commentary from Vince.
Constructive criticism from Vince.
Yes. He's just putting his engineering manager to the test with us. But we made this cool new board, kind of took it completely apart and made it anew. And I had this vision for like a cool bridge over a river, and we managed to make that. And I think it turned out really cool. I liked that board.
Yeah, it was a cool looking board. We had the idea of doing the river first, I think. Yes. And then after our pieces that we put down were torn away from us, we ended up bringing it back, and with the bridge and everything too. And so it was basically like one centralized bridge, and then there were some lands on the outside to fight through. And the way it was, picture. But the way it was set up, there kind of wasn't a way to. Well, let's see if you can kind of see it. So this is the bridge. There's the river underneath it. It does go underneath. And the starting spots were right here. I think that was, this was Vince here. That was Katie. That was me. That was John, and that was Colin. As you can see, this spot is very close to the other two. And there's kind of not a way to have a fifth spot without it doing that. I mean, maybe there is a way, but it's a little hard to make a symmetrical map with that in mind. So we did some sort of. Did we literally roll a dice? I think we rolled a dice to pick.
Yeah, we rolled the dice to randomize who got to sit in what spot and start where.
And I got the short end of the stick, so I got that middle section, which I was like, that's okay, that's fine. And then the game started. Then the game started, and John, hold on, I need to pull up the picture again. John started right over here, and he had, hopefully this is on screen. There's this robot right here. This guy, he can shoot 7 tiles away. And not only can he shoot 7 tiles away, he can attack with that 4 times in a row, pretty much, which is just insane, absolutely crazy. And so like the game started, and John in his spawn was firing at my people in my spawn and killing them. And then he just decided that to roleplay Israel that game, and very much was bombing me from afar and genociding my people. And like I kept saying this throughout the game, and I should mention in the recording too in case he's watching. But like that is part of the game, and I understand that, so I'm not like, I don't know, like mad at him or whatever, or anything like that. Like I understand why he did that, but at the same time I was like, oh my gosh, all right, we're we're fighting for our lives this game pretty much. And I had a lot of my units killed off by that. But I was able to get a bit of comeuppance with there's I think the card is there's a guy, his name's like Sergeant Drake Alexander, I think his name is. But I ended up just calling him Sergeant Drake, I think. Sergeant Drizzy Drake. And he cost me a lot of points to buy in the first place, but he definitely put in the work at the end. He was just soloing like so much shit at the end.
Oh yeah,
I mean, like John took half of his health at the very beginning of the game, and then he just kept fighting with his three hit points remaining. He kept fighting those robots, and he took it out finally. So
true American hero,
Drizzy Drake. And yeah, it was a fun game for sure. But a lot of tensions in that one.
me, Katie, and Mike kind of had this pact.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even kind of. It was very much like this is the alliance.
Yeah, no, because Vince and John were just going ham.
Yeah,
like, I was just kind of moving my characters over, and Vince was like, "You're getting too close there." Just started obliterating my guys. Katie started coming that way as well, and so it was an all-out fight between three of us over there. But
yeah,
I didn't touch Mike. I didn't touch Katie. We didn't fight
here.
at all. We were very cordial, and we let each other pass without any passive damage or anything. So it was, but in the end, it came down to my. I brought back the ogre pulverizer that got pulverized in the last game.
Yeah,
and he was my last guy on the field. I was on the bridge. I was really being surrounded by I think a couple of John's dogs and something of Vince's. I think it was like this big troll knight kind of thing. And I was rolling good at the end there. I obliterated the dogs because I get to attack twice with that guy. I obliterated the dogs. I fought. I think it was a couple rounds between me and the big guy that Vince had, and I managed to bring that guy down. And then it was just this one itty bitty little red dragon guy that was capable of flying and had I think it had a couple more move spaces than I did. So since it was just between the two of us, we rolled to see who goes first, and if it was Vince, I had no chance of catching him. But on the last roll, I rolled a 17 or whatever, and Vince rolled under that, and I was able to catch up with that dragon and just fucking beat the shit out of it until it died. And my ogre pulverizer reigned supreme.
He beat the shit out of him right here. This is how the board game ended. That's him right there. That's the troll. That's Sergeant Drizzy Drake.
A close up of that guy.
Oh, you got a close up of him. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, that's his victory shot right there.
Yeah. And you can see under the bridge there. You can see.
Oh yeah, you can see the river there more. But yeah, that was. In some ways, I think that might have been my favorite game.
Yeah.
But also, it was it's a stressful one for sure.
It was, yeah.
I will say, if that game didn't end with Drizzy Drake going crazy and me getting a bit of a redemption story, I probably would have liked it a lot less. But because I got my revenge a little bit, it kind of evened out and made it a good, a tragic hero story at the end. It was fun though.
Yeah, and I dedicated my victory to the fallen hero, American hero, Sergeant Drake Alexander. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was that last game was great. And I also Vince might have been a little inhibited by his his Guinness intake.
Potentially, yeah.
But like he had 6 or 7 of those. Cue the laughter. But but yeah, he had a lot of Guinness, so he was he was a little tipsy, Vince, but it's he still managed to be the second to last player standing. So and then I also had more alcoholic drinks than I've ever had in a night. Because they're these like fruity Jack Daniels kind of things that I was enjoying quite a bit. Probably the best tasting alcoholic drink from a can or bottle that I've had. Just really tasty. I had 7, I think, of those. I wasn't feeling anything, but I did have a headache the next morning. So maybe I'll take it easy next time. All right.
You got fucked up. Yeah.
But yeah, that game brought us into like 1 in the morning or so.
Yeah, it got very late.
But it was a good game. I remember that one.
Yes.
Didn't we play Skull King once?
I was thinking that too.
too?
I think we played Skull King at some point in there too. Maybe after Hughes and Q's. I don't remember. But yeah, I think we refreshed ourselves on Skull King. But went to bed, woke up next morning. I was last up again. And we I think there was some breakfast sandwiches that were pretty good. And yeah, I mean we did a few games of Skull King there to cap off the weekend, which was also fun. I think I won one of them, the last one maybe.
So.
I felt good about that. Yeah, Vince also showed us he has this app on his phone where he can like, I don't know, he like logs like every board game that we do and that he does with other people as well. And like he has his own stats sheet for everyone that he plays with pretty much, and like the win rate on everything and everything like that. And it's kind of crazy. And he's been doing that for a while. We just never noticed him doing that before. But it was pretty cool though. We got to hear about our stats, our winning stats and whatever. Mine was a lot higher than I thought it was. I feel like I lose a lot of those games. But yeah, I mean,
and we all got to put in our profile pictures for that.
Yes, yeah, you got
here.
Send all 3. Yeah.
Yes.
Collins. That's such a funny picture, dude.
And then Vince has his own on there, but I suggested making this one his.
John. And then this one's me there.
Yeah.
And then yes, Vince is there. That came from a video.
Yes. Came from he was probably 5 or 6 Guinnesses at that point. And I was like messing around with Snapchat, and I was like, the full video is like, how do I do that? Oh yeah, I remember. And then the sausages started falling, and
that's the final frame of the video.
He went to his usual position for those weekends. So
yeah.
But
yep.
Yeah.
But
it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. I got some more chicken before I left. I went back and got some lunch. And yeah. It was a good weekend.
It was a very good time. I'm really glad we were able to put that together. It was pretty quick turnaround, short notice,
especially for this group. Yes.
Yes, but we were able to do it, and I hope for more of those in the future because that was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, a good weekend.
Good weekend indeed. I guess music news.
Music news. A good bit this week.
Yeah, I have a decent bit too. I guess I'll start off with a sadder one. I'm not sure if you saw this, but one of the founding members of Black Midi died. This was announced this week. I'm not sure if you remember when we did the artist analysis. I mentioned there was secondary guitarist Matt. He was on the first album, and he was part of the original group. But he left after the first album due to mental health issues, and now ultimately those mental health issues are what took his life, unfortunately. But that was something that was announced is not the right word. What is the that was told to people this week? Basically made public. It was made public this week at the very least. But yeah, that was very sad though to hear about. He especially in like those first like few live performances that like got them a lot of attention. He did a lot for like the live emphasis of the band, a lot of the live energy and like craziness of like the Schlagenheim stuff. I think can be accredited to him. So it's very, very unfortunate, very sad. But rest in peace to Matt. I would say his last name, but it's very Polish. It's very hard to pronounce. But yes, Matt from Black Midi. Rest in peace. But
Rest in peace.
yes, there was that. But also a lot of music stuff announced this year as well too. Music stuff announced for this year, I should say. A lot of the big names are getting their albums out early this year, I suppose. One of those being Harry Styles. Harry Styles announced an album called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally, which is coming out March 6th. And I saw people making fun of that name, but I think that's fun. I think it's a fun name.
I love it, honestly.
Yeah.
There's also the font on it is very reminiscent of Skilled Nicey. It's the blue and the pink.
Oh yeah, I guess a little bit, yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I think he didn't release a single for it, but I like that name, and maybe not like the deep kind of sentimental stuff that I was thinking might happen after what happened in the past couple of years. But hey, I'll take some disco occasionally from Harry Styles.
Occasionally, yeah. I'm hoping it's pretty. I hope it's pretty good. I've enjoyed. I mean, Harry's House. I wasn't head over heels for it, but I do like the self-titled and Fine Line quite a bit from him. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Another big name, Mitski, has announced an album releasing on February 27th called Nothing's About to Happen to Me, with the first single, Where's My Phone, dropping last night or this morning. And I don't know if you listened to the single, but
I didn't know this was happening, to be honest with you. So no, I did not.
Oh, okay, yeah, Mitski's back, baby, and that's the first that's the first check mark off of my album, anticipated albums.
Yes.
So that's coming out the same day as the Bruno Mars record, which big day for music fans.
Arsenalysis times 2 that day.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. But the first single was a little weird on first listen. I've only given it one thus far, and it didn't really blow me away. It was kind of out there and a lot different from like the very subdued folky sound of the last album of hers. There was a lot more like rock element, guitars and stuff. But like I said, I only got one listen.
I do like that album cover. I think that's pretty
cool. Cool album, like nice cool cat.
Yeah, 2 cats on that.
2 cats. But I can see it growing on me, but I'm still excited for the whole album to be released next month. So that'll be cool. Mitski's back, baby.
Yes.
Been a few years, so
I'll have to check that out.
Yes.
Another announcement. I thought this was going to happen last year. I think I had them in my anticipated albums for 2025. But By Storm, which is the duo that remains of Injury Reserve, their album called My Ghosts Go Ghost Comes out January 30th, so pretty soon here. It's got a lot of the singles that the music nerds have been loving. I really liked one of the singles on there too, but I'm excited to hear the whole thing as a project. It's very abstract hip hop type stuff. Maybe not as like ghostly as By the Time I Get to Phoenix, but definitely abstract. And excited to hear that as a whole project. And yeah, the music nerds are going to go feral over that, as they have with every single single that has come out thus far. So, and they also had a new single with it too that was pretty good. But
cool.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely interested in that.
Yes.
That'll be cool. And that's all I got for announcements. Well, actually, J. Cole announced a new album as well.
Yes.
The Fall Off.
Highly anticipated for those who care.
Yes, which is all two of you.
Yes. I guess in lieu of highly anticipated albums, ASAP Rocky, who neither of us really listened to, but he released his album last night too, which was a pretty big deal, called Don't Be Dumb. That's a very highly anticipated album. That's one of those albums that people are like, that's never gonna drop. And it dropped, and it seems like people are kind of mediocre. Okay. Yeah, they're okay with it. That's the best way to put it. So there's that, I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I've never really listened to him, but I was also in that band camp of like, yeah, it'll probably never come out.
Yeah.
Like he's married to Rihanna. They've had like 3 kids. It's like, you know, it's the same with Rihanna herself. It's like that album's never gonna come out. So,
yeah, true. Yeah.
You know, so you know, I didn't see it happen. So I saw that it has a lot of features on it.
It does have a lot of features. I think Dochi's on there. Gorillaz, Tyler the Creator's on there. They're not all listed yet, so I don't remember exactly. There's a picture out there with all of them, but pretty big feature list. But
so if you were excited about that and you like it, happy for you.
Absolutely.
But probably not something that I'll really check out, but we'll see. Bless you.
Bless you.
I also saw on the album of the year news section that Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It has a debut solo album coming out.
I'm actually kind of surprised he doesn't have a solo album. He's such a big name.
Me too, but he's also like he's just like the bass guy.
I guess so.
Like,
the bass guy. Yeah.
So, but he's got a song with Tom York out. So.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I know they were part of a band together at one point too, called I think Atoms for Peace was the band that they were together for. I think they only did like one album, but yes, yeah, that's cool that they're still making some stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 21 Pilots, the concert film we talked about last week,
yes,
is releasing the weekend of. Well, it's releasing February 25th through the 28th in theaters in IMAX. So more than we ever imagined. I might be able to go see it. I might not. I'll be a little upset if I can't. But also, it's like I don't have a car and I don't want to pay for an Uber. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I did book myself a ticket for up here. So I'll be seeing
$22 ticket.
Yeah, yeah. Is that a lot for a movie these days?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I thought so. When I was buying it, I was like, I feel like I know movies are expensive now, but I don't remember paying $22 for an IMAX ticket before.
No. I think Sinners, when I saw it in IMAX, was like 16.
Oh wow.
So
maybe it's because it's a limited release or something. I don't know.
Maybe that, or maybe just for the band to get more of a cut. I don't know. But you know, that's coming out. That's cool. Yeah, that's all I got for music, I think.
That's all I got as well.
All right. In other media news, had a couple casting announcements for different projects. Sebastian Stan was cast as Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, in the Batman Part 2 with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
and everything, which I think is a very cool casting. I like Sebastian Stan a lot as Bucky and Winter Soldier in the MCU. He's one of the really standout actors and performances throughout his entire tenure.
For sure, yeah.
In those projects, and I think that him as like a charismatic villain will be very cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
And then the God of War TV show
Oh yeah,
that's been in the works. The actor for Kratos was announced yesterday, and it's Ryan Hurst who played Thor in God of War Ragnarok. And also he was I don't know how far you watched into The Walking Dead, but when the whispers
okay.
when the
I don't think I
whispers
saw
show
that.
up.
Yeah.
No, okay. He's this big. He played this big, scary motherfucker. Ryan Hurst is huge. He's like
Okay.
6'7" or something. Um.
Oh, okay.
Uh.
But
Yeah.
wait, sorry, I was looking him up. Ryan Hurst. When you said he played Thor in Ragnarok, I was so fucking confused. I thought you were talking about the
No,
movie,
in
bro.
God of War Ragnarok.
I was like, what the hell? What?
What are you talking about? That's not Chris
Yeah. I'm seeing that now. Thor in God of War Ragnarok. Okay.
Yeah. But he's this huge dude, really menacing motherfucker, and I think that he's gonna definitely be able to pull off Kratos, especially with that voice too. He's got a great voice on him.
Cool.
But I think that's the first casting announcement for that show.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very excited to see how that goes because I need them to not fuck that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool.
Hopefully that'll turn out good.
Yeah. And then in world news, Trump is doing his thing.
What else is new?
He's really, really adamant on invading and taking Greenland.
Mm-hmm.
Which it might happen. Which will mean that America gets the boot from NATO, which not great for us. But it also means that Trump's impeachment would follow very soon after. Yes, because a lot of Republicans in the House and Senate have said that would be their final straw, and they have the votes. There are many things that should have been the final straw. Prior to that,
yeah.
Maybe Venezuela, maybe maybe ICE.
Maybe Epstein. Remember when we impeached
Epstein.
the president because he cheated on his wife? How about a pedophile? Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. Whatever. So they have the votes for that. If he does go through with it, then we get punishments from our our trading partners and the people that we have called allies and friends for a long time, and we're fucked in a big way by our dumbass president that you dumbasses voted for.
Sorry.
Are you happy? Yeah. Are you happy? But so that's cool. Hope it doesn't happen, but we'll see. But yeah, that's about all the news and stuff I got.
Yeah. I don't have any world news written down. So.
Alrighty. Well.
Alrighty.
Why don't we go into the meat and potatoes?
Yeah, hour in meat and potatoes.
Woo! Really? Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just passed it, but yes. But yes, FKA Twigs, artist that I've been meaning to listen to for a long time. A lot of classic albums, and people like music nerd fans really enjoy her stuff. I had heard Eusexua last year. Basically about a year ago that came out. That was like one of the first albums of the year. And I really enjoyed that. That kind of stayed in my rotation all throughout the year and ranked pretty high for me in my year-end list. And then I had also listened to Eusexua Afterglow when it came out, but I mean, I'll get into that when we get there, but I only gave that one listen at a busy time, so I kind of listened to it, but I kind of didn't. Yeah, that, I mean, I kind of went into this fairly blind, I would say. But what was your exposure to FKA Twigs before this?
Well, I went in a bit blinder than you because I didn't give Afterglow a listen. I did like You Sexua. I listened to it at the beginning of the year last year. It ended up, I think, it was at like the very bottom of my albums list for our year end, but
Mm-hmm.
I really hadn't given it more than like a background listen. Uh, but yeah, I'm going in very blind here.
Yeah.
It was she wasn't like an artist that I had really had aspirations to really check out,
Mm-hmm.
but I was more than welcoming to check out the rest of her stuff when we were older.
Yes. Yeah. I think that was one of my additions to the wheel, but I was
Mhm.
like, well, I'm sure Colin has some interest in this episode. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, like I said, like I know she has a very acclaimed discography. So,
Mhm.
yeah. How you feeling? You want to start? You want to maybe start? What you feeling?
I could start. Why not?
Okay.
All right. All right. 2014. We start with LP1. Um, I said having only one album listened to by Twigs, I didn't really know what to expect. But it honestly felt closer to what I already knew than I thought it would, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. However, I wasn't really feeling this record as a whole. While the production was interesting and Twigs has a nice voice, it largely felt very one note throughout the majority of the record. The lyrics weren't all that exciting or engaging or interesting to me either, but that's just looking for something to complain about, I guess. But like I said, the album did sound good. She has a very pretty voice, and the art slash glitch pop instrumentals were cool and interesting during these tracks. This is as a debut, just didn't really grab my attention, but I was hopeful for the future going forward. Just just wasn't for me. Just didn't really capture my attention a lot of it. But the ones that I did like were um, 2 weeks, Video Girl, Pendulum, Kicks, and Give Up. And my least favorites were Lights On, Closer, and Hours. And I give it a late 6 overall.
Okay. Cool. Yes, LP1 2014. I said, despite being released over a decade ago, I was surprised to find how modern this album manages to
Mhm.
sound. My only previous exposure to FK Twigs has been through Eusexua. And this production sounds just as detailed as defined as that project to my ears. Here, the ambient pop vibes are more apparent than ever. I love how spacey the production is on this one. It's one that kind of demands your full attention to truly appreciate its uniqueness in some ways.
Mhm.
And FKA Twigs at the center of it has those gorgeous lead vocals that just kind of float over top of the really dark instrumentals. And it's a really cool contrast between those two. I found it to be a really sick project, and I thought the first leg in particular was very strong. I was immediately feeling a slight bit of fatigue towards the end. I agree that it gets a little one note on this one, but I think some additional listens in actual late night setting, because this album gave me a lot of late night vibes. I think I would appreciate this project even more. I thought it was a pretty damn good debut. And a great showcase of her talents as a vocalist and a producer. My favorites on it were Pendulum, 2 weeks, Lights On, and Hours. My least favorites were Closer and Video Girl. Overall, I gave it a decent 8. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Mm,
But
that's good.
yeah. Um, but next we get into what I learned is called Melissa. I
Yeah, that's
was
how I thought it was going to be pronounced, but I
Yeah,
didn't look into it.
I had no idea. But yes, I saw. We decided to add this, or I decided to add this EP just because I saw on Album of the Year it was a short EP with very high reviews. I was like,
Mhm.
well, probably should add that into the list. Um, And this is from 2015, a year after. And I said, "Whoa!" For some reason, I feel like this was the first project of hers that like I truly understood. I always appreciated different aspects of her work and heard how impressive it was, but something about these tracks just actively sucked me into this one. Despite it being a little under 20 minutes, I was entranced for the whole runtime. The beats on this one felt a little glitchier and grimier, and the actual hooks at the forefront were very strong for me. Not to mention that the synth work on this one really stuck out to me this time around. I found a lot of this EP to be like pure ear candy to me, and extremely inventive. To be completely honest, I listened to this one twice in hopes that I would have a little more to write, but it's just one of those things that's a little hard to put into words. I just love how this project makes me feel, and it has a really immersive atmosphere that's low key addicting to me. And I did end up giving this one another listen again last night, just because I really enjoyed it. My favorites on here are Mother Creep, In Time, Glass and Patron, Figure Eight, and my least favorite was I'm Your Doll. Just didn't like it as much, but still really enjoyed it. And overall, I gave this one a light 9. I really like that one.
Yeah. Melissa 2015. My hopefulness proved valid because this is a damn good EP.
Oh, yeah.
The production and glitchiness of it all are bumped up a good few notches. Twigs sounded just as good, if not better, here, with more emotion and meaning put behind her singing, and the lyrics that also had me more intrigued throughout.
Mm-hmm.
I must have said this wasn't just the next album with a few more songs thrown in, but if the next full length record sounds as good as this, consider me sold.
Okay. That was gonna be like Twigified or something.
Consider me sold on FKA Twigs.
Yes.
Very good EP. I also didn't have a whole lot to write, but I did really enjoy it. Really had me sucked in a lot more than the first record. Some of my favorites were I'm Your Doll, Mother Creep, In Time, and Figure Eight, and my least favorite was Glass and Patron, and I gave it a solid 8.
Cool.
Yeah, very good.
Hell yes. Very good EP.
All right, on to Magdalene from 2019. The win streak continues with this extremely atmospheric album. That passion in Twigs' singing that really came to what the I do this every time. Came to the forefront on that EP is all over this record and bumped up tenfold. The emotion in that beautiful falsetto throughout this album is so good, and she sounds spectacular on every track. The production is also really damn good across this project, and the instrumentals are definitely my favorites. My favorite sounding from her up to this point. I wasn't keeping the keenest eye on or ear on the lyrics, but the ones that I did catch were very well written, and the emotion behind them made those even better. The only problem I really had was the out of the blue, more like mainstream hip hop track with Future. Just kind of it caught me off guard while I was trucking. Wasn't really expecting it, but
Yeah.
What is
once
this
it got
shit?
Going,
Yeah, once it did get going, and I got used to it, I didn't mind it too much. Still wasn't my favorite, but that's really my only complaint with this record.
Yeah.
I had a really good time with it. My favorites were Fallen Alien, Mary Magdalene, Home with You, Die Hard or Day.
Daybed?
Daybed.
Yeah.
Daybed. Die Hard and Mirrored Hearts, and my least favorite was Holy Terrain, and I give this one a solid 8 as well.
Cool. All right. Yes, I think I mentioned this at some point in it, but I'm just gonna say it up front. I did listen to this one twice again, because I enjoyed it a lot the first time I listened to it, but I wasn't reading the lyrics as close as I should have. I felt like, and I saw that like the breakup stuff was like it's a breakup album, and like that stuff was very prominent in the lyrics, apparently.
Mhm.
And I was like, I should go back and listen to that. And I give that context because Magdalene 2019, my thing opens up with, holy shit, if I knew about this album back in 2020 after my breakup, this would have been a core album in my rotation for sure. But even without those memories at my forefront, this album is a genuine art piece. A lot of the things I was loving about Melissa are present on here, but instead of having a bunch of like dark, glitchy bangers, it's a lot of like glitchy breakup tracks. And man, her sense of atmosphere and pacing suits the topic of a breakup very well because I think it highlights the genuine like emotional confusion that a breakup can put you through. And I think I haven't really heard that like in music before, like being the what's the word I'm looking for? Being described that way. I don't know. But it's yeah, I love the varying tones throughout this album, and how dynamic most of the tracks are. It's generally pretty slow, but each slow track builds to like an emotional climax in really engaging ways. Even then, when it varies things up a little bit with like a more abstract song like Fallen Alien or something, the record as a whole becomes a lot more colorful. I ended up giving this one 2 listens as well, and I'm glad I did, because knowing what to expect definitely helped me fall in love with most of the songs the second time through on the album. I will say that my second listen also highlighted how out of place that Future song felt, like you were feeling as well. But even so, I think it's a pretty solid banger, all things considered. But it does feel a bit of out of place on the track list for sure. Everything else surrounding it is a beautiful album with FKA twigs firing on all cylinders. And yeah, I really love this one. I think it's a really really good album. My favorites on it are Cellophane, Fallen Alien, Home with You, Thousand Eyes, Mary Magdalene, and Mirrored Heart. And my least favorite was Daybed. And overall, I gave it a light 9.
Nice.
Very much enjoyed that one too.
Cool. I think if I listened to that one again, it would grow on me.
Yeah,
a bit, but
it's definitely one that, I mean, I'm not. Do you have the? This is such an out of like a weird question. When you were listening on like a truck simulator, do you have the sounds on when you're doing that? Just out of curiosity.
Very quiet.
Okay, I have it like that too. Just because like I feel like the atmosphere in her production is a very big part. At least that's why I enjoyed her. I was wondering if maybe I was getting slightly impeded by the truck sounds potentially. But if you have it very quiet, I'm sure you probably caught most of it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I had the production was beautiful throughout.
Yes,
everything.
Yes.
But the only thing that really distracted me was when I flipped the truck.
Yes, yeah, that'll do
it.
Sorry. Not the last one. Sorry, my bad. Next one. Eusexua from 2025, last year of our Lord. Having or hearing this in the context of her discography definitely changes my perspective a bit on some of these songs. Before, I mostly compared this album to Brat, but just like a darker, more atmospheric take on the sound. And while I don't think that's like a totally inaccurate description, knowing the types of sounds Twigs comes from prior to this album gives me a new appreciation for how adventurous this album feels for her. It's more upbeat than a lot of her work, but the production continues to be a key aspect of the sound. With crazy synths, huge drums, and glitchy vocal production, there's always something interesting going on with each of these songs. I will say that this album does have a couple of duds. I know a lot of people love Drums of Death, but that's one that's never really fully come together for me. I think I just kind of wish it had more of a melodic substance to the hook, just a little bit more melody in there or something. I don't know. And then Childlike Things is another one that I kind of go back and forth on. It has a fun presence for sure, but the super stereotypical Japanese sound from 2 non-Japanese artists, it feels a little weird enough that I should at least mention it. But yeah, pretty much everything else is pretty great though. I absolutely love her vocals on the closer Wanderlust. I think she does great with that. Both Perfect Stranger and Striptease have grown on me a lot over time. But Sticky is my main bitch on this one. I absolutely adore the piano tone on that one. And the way that the whole thing like implodes at the end is one of my favorite like musical moments from last year. But the whole thing is a great album as a whole. Very fun and great one to listen to. My favorites on here are Sticky, Striptease, Wanderlust, Perfect Stranger, Eusexua, and Keep It Hold It. And my least favorites are Drums of Death and Childlike Things. And overall, I give it a decent 8.
Nice. Yeah. Eusexual 2025. Listening to the beginning few tracks of this record made me realize just how out there FKA Twigs' music is. For those first couple, namely Girl Feels Good and Perfect Stranger, I was surprised by how mainstream pop they sounded in comparison to the opener and the projects prior to this. However, once Drums of Death began, I was lulled back into the comfort of that glitch pop distortion, and all was right in the world. This record made me want to move and groove through the very punchy and smooth production, and I think this may be my favorite her voice has sounded throughout this artist analysis. The weirdness kind of pumps up a few notches on this album as well, and I'm really all here for it. I think that she's just in her bag when she's weird. And the more mainstream sound and stuff wasn't as jarring on this one as the hip hop track on the last album. And I think it sounded a lot better too. I will say though, there was kind of a lack of cohesion across this album. I feel, for me, it just didn't. The connection between the tracks as they went through didn't feel very like smooth or put together in any meaningful way a lot of the time, which is okay. But that's just that's something that I like looking out for.
Yeah, I felt that.
But
I feel
it's
that a
good.
little bit with this one too. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good record, and I like it a good bit. But my favorites are Sticky. Drums of Death really grew on me. I didn't have it liked before listening to it this time, but something about that just switch up kind of caught me this time.
That's fair.
Perfect Stranger, Wanderlust, Eusexua, and Girl Feels Good. And my least favorites were Room of Fools and Childlike Things, and I gave this one a solid 8 as well.
Cool. Alrighty.
Yeah. Alrighty, on to her last project as of recording this in January 2026. We have Eusexua Afterglow from 2025.
November 2025. Couple months ago.
Yeah, just a couple. Yeah, so considering the name of this record, I was fully expecting it just to be a continuation of the ideas that Bass Eusexua had going on. Boy, was I wrong. And a little upset about it. The clubby, dancey production on this album is so different from what I've become accustomed to that it threw me for a loop a bit, especially with the fact the sound is not my usual stomping ground at all. There have been times I've enjoyed it, and there was plenty on this project that kept me entertained. But there was also certainly moments that lost me completely, namely a majority of Sushi. There were bits and pieces where I felt it was reeling me in, but it would just get weird in a way that I didn't like. And I still, I don't know, just didn't really capture me, and I didn't like that one very much. But I still think Twigs sounds great across this record, and the production is cool and well done. But I just wasn't really vibing with this one as a whole, unfortunately. But my favorites were Wild and Alone. So, man, holy shit. I can't read. Something Boy.
I think that was the closer. I don't have it written down.
Stereo
Boy.
Yeah. Hard, Love Crimes, and Predictable Girl. And then my least favorites were Sushi, Slushy, and Touch a Girl. And I gave this one a strong 6.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, Eusexua Afterglow 2025. Another reason I'm glad we're doing this episode is for this album in particular. This came out right smack dab in the middle of me re-listening to all of my albums from 2025. So I felt like I wasn't in the right headspace to give this project the time of day it deserves, especially for like an art pop artist, someone who puts a lot of that stuff into it. It should have a little more attention put on it. this was released as a companion to Eusexua, and as someone on Album of the Year aptly put it, it feels like the come down after a night of clubbing on the first LP. That's kind of like the whole vibe of this one. It's like the come down. But unfortunately, I just wasn't as grabbed in on the second listen as I'd hoped I'd be. This isn't a bad album by any means, but I do think the project struggles at finding a real foothold to latch itself into, especially when listening to this in the context of her discography. All of the previous albums have had like a core sound that the tracks are all based upon, but this one feels a little bit too all over the place for me. It is a vibier, more atmospheric version of Eusexua, but I just don't get latched into the songs the same way. But I must stress, it's still a good album. The production is still full, the vocals are still great, and there are some bangers laced throughout the track list. Hard, in particular, has stuck out to me both times, and Wild and Alone with Pink Pantheress is also just fun as hell. Um, I just wish the album had a little bit more of its own identity rather than being like kind of a watered down version of its sister LP. Is kind of how it feels. But my favorites on here are Hard, Wild and Alone, Predictable Girl, and Sushi. And my least favorites are Touch a Girl, Slushy, and Lost All My Friends. And overall, I gave it a light 7. Still a good project, right. But yeah.
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 I don't know. Just wasn't for me.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean, I have a light 7. You're like strong 6, weren't you?
Yeah. Vastly different.
I was dying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Overall thoughts, though. FKA twigs is one of those artists I constantly said I needed to listen to more of, and now that we've done so, I'm really glad that we put her on the wheel, because this is some of the shit that I really like. Not only does she scratch that art pop itch that I've enjoyed in artists like Rosalia and Björk, which I did hear. I felt like I heard them a few times throughout here too, but she does it in a way that feels more relevant to like modern artists and trends. There's a clear influence of trendy sounds like trap in the earlier work from 2014 and 2015. That kind of influence is there, or the clubby stylings on the most recent stuff as well. But it's like she takes these trendy influences and transforms them into a dark atmospheric world, which I think that's really cool. And it's really cool how she balances like the glitchy, noisy production with the gorgeous vocals and also the gorgeous synths that come in sometimes too. Because I think it's really a 2-for-1 package with Twigs. You get crazy production and genuinely impressive vocals, and I think that's a damn solid combo right there. And she utilizes both to give these projects their own distinct sounds. But I had a great time with this listening, and I think I'm going to be spinning a few of these projects several times after this artist analysis, which is always a great sign.
Cool.
Yeah.
My overall thoughts, other than maybe clipping, I feel like FKA twigs is the most interesting artist we've analyzed this far.
Mm-hmm.
The glitch pop and subgenre is such a cool and unique area of music, and I think Twigs sounds really great in it 95% of the time. Not to mention how beautiful her voice is across all these projects. The fluttery, high pitched falsetto is extremely nice on the ears and fits so interestingly and surprisingly well amongst the really out there production that happens through her discography. Twigs' style isn't usually where I turn when I am looking for something to listen to, but I had a good time. Also, despite the rocky beginning and end, there's definitely projects here that I'll return to in the future,
mm-hmm.
And I'll definitely keep an eye out for what comes next from her. So,
sick.
Yeah. My album ranking goes Magdalene, Eusexua, Melissa, Eusexua Afterglow, and then LP1.
Cool.
I gave her a light 8.
Light 8? Cool. My ranking was Magdalene, Melissa, Eusexua, LP1, then Eusexua Afterglow, and overall I gave her a strong 8. So
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, very, very cool, very interesting artist that I would definitely recommend at least checking out.
Absolutely.
Magdalene and Melissa.
Yeah, Magdalene, Melissa, I think Eusexua as well. I think very, very strong projects right there. And yeah, like you said, very interesting stuff. Probably I think I would agree. Probably most out there. I don't know. Black Midi I think might be slightly more out
Well,
there than
yeah, that's
it's definitely a different lane. But um, but yes, one of our more out there artists. But I think one that's really cool. I like the art pop stuff quite a bit. And I like this glitchy take on it. Pretty cool.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
Cool.
Alrighty. Well, if you are all good, we could probably get into song of the week here.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And I believe you were first.
I believe I'm also first. There's quite a few different ones that I wanted to choose here, to be honest with you. And I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'm going to be. We don't have any of her songs in the playlist. But I think I'm going to be a bit of a basic bitch, and I'm going to choose what I think is the fan favorite from her. But I'm going to go with "Cellophane" by FKA Twigs. Why don't I do it for you? Why won't you? Okay, that was "Cellophane" by FKA Twigs. What'd you think of that, Colin?
A very haunting closer to that record. She, like I said when I was talking about the record, the emotion put behind a lot of the lyrics and stuff that I could catch was very well done, but especially in this closer, just very very soft, very haunting, and very sad. Just a really great closer. And also, I forgot around when I got on TikTok back in
Yeah.
2019, 2020, I forgot when the song first started. I was like, oh my god, I recognize those first couple. Is did I do it for
Yeah.
you? Yeah. But that's an old TikTok reference
I
there.
feel like I don't know, I feel like I saw that on TikTok too. Maybe I got some stragglers from years ago or something when I was on there, but
Yeah, it sensed that you might love FKA Twigs, so
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that song made me cry when I was listening
oh
to it. There's something about her vocal performance on this one. I mean, there is like crazy production choices at a couple points in the middle of this, but this one is mostly centered around her vocals and like the piano and stuff like that and the lyrics. And I don't know, there's just some like there's some combination of desperation and confusion in these lyrics with a breakup thing that just like really hits home for me, and I think she just sells the vocal performance so well, and she just sounds incredible on here, and because it gave me a genuine emotional response, I was like, maybe I probably should choose this for my song of the week because that was very impactful, even though that TikTok dog was in the back of my head. I think it was a dog that did that, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I can't do that voice right now. My voice is still sick slightly. But yes, I really enjoyed that song, and I see why so many people are attached to that one. But
Yeah.
yes, what are you feeling for this week, though, Colin?
Well, there was one track that really stood out to us both on Eusexua, so I am going to go with "Sticky" by FKA Twigs.
All right.
All right, that was "Sticky" by FKA Twigs. What do you think, Mike?
That song's incredible. Like I said, that ending always gets to me. That ending is absolutely bonkers to put in a fucking piano ballad, for sure. But like even leading up to it, I love the production like throughout that whole song. I love the way the piano sound. I love that little like delayed or tremolo effect that or whatever like they do with the pianos, and then also with her voice later on. I just think the production is so cool up until that point and so immersive, and then like I said, the way it implodes at the end, just it's so cool, and it makes total sense for the song and doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. It's really cool. I love that track.
Yeah, this is on first listen of this back when it came out. This was the first song on the album that really made me like go, "Whoa,
Yeah, me
okay."
too. Yeah.
And it's been one that's stuck out to me throughout her entire discography. It's just so she sounds really pretty on it. I love the lyrics. a lot, and the production is just I love it. I love everything you mentioned, especially the end bit where it kind of just blows up into that distortion. It's just really cool, really pretty, and I love that track a lot.
Yeah, it's a great pick. That was one of the ones I was debating picking too. So hell yes, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're definitely all good to go here, unless you've thought of something in the last 8 minutes or so.
No, I'm tapped out, brother.
All right, me too, man. All right, bye. No, I'm kidding. Well, if you're listening to us on streaming services, thank you very much. We appreciate you, and we even love you to death. As Ted Davison once said, rest in peace. Yes, you should give us 5 stars or full stars on whatever service you are on. But you can also come on over to YouTube, where we are under the same name, BrokeN Bois, capital N, BOIS, and you can see our beautiful profile pictures. Mine, which is still the same as it's been, Cyclicism out now. Woo! And Colin over here with someone from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, it's Gojo.
Gojo.
Satoru Gojo. He's the goat. Love him.
Gojo to the polls or whatever.
Goat Joe.
Yeah, Goat Joe. Yeah. But you can see this beautiful navy blue and olive green thing that we got going on with our profile pictures.
Shit brown.
Shit, it's not shit brown. It might be shit green though. Yeah, you can see those. But also more importantly, you got a whole bunch of stuff in the playlist for you to click on and check out. We have the Song of the Week playlists. We have that segment that we just did. We have 3 playlists down there. We got one for me, one for Colin, and one for both of us combined. And in those playlists, you can find Sticky by FKA Twigs and Cellophane by FKA Twigs. And maybe more in the future. We'll see. Like I said, I'm probably going to be spinning more of her stuff after this. So maybe one of these weeks I'll be like, we're bringing it back. But you can go check those out down there. We also have links to some of our personal stuff. For me, like I mentioned, I have music out on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you want to listen to music. It's there. I have EP Cyclicism came out last year. Coping Mechanism, my album from a few years ago. You can go check out those. Catch up on your plane of lore for maybe more to come. Hopefully.
Do it.
That's him yelling at me to make music. Yeah. But also you should go listen to it.
Maybe some of it.
I also have my album of the year page down there where I rate review music. I have my Instagram down there and my YouTube page. I also have a TikTok page down there that's inactive, and that's about it. And my relation, my relation to you, dear viewer. Wow. You know what?
Wow.
In honor of our Heroescape game, I'm gonna pull up the picture again. I'm currently in the 3rd map that we built for it, and I'm like a little troll under the bridge. And you are Colin's figurine in this picture here. You are the troll, dear viewer, and I'm behind you under the bridge, just kind of like in the water, trying to hide from you. Honestly, but that's me. I'm trying to escape from the Heroescape.
Lovely.
Thank you. That's me. Colin over here. He runs hard.
Poor Mike.
All right. Laugh hard now. I know, dude. That's been me the last 2 weeks. I literally can't laugh hard or else I die. Colin over here runs our socials. He runs our Twitter page where he updates when videos are posted and updates anything else that needs to be updated. And he also runs our TikTok page where he posts little clips of us having a goof and a gaff, being funny on here, as well as our Instagram page. He posts clips of that on both of those. And you should go check all those out and support them and follow them and like them and all of that. And he also please he also has some personal stuff too. He's got an album of the year page where he rates and reviews and music, and he's also got a letterbox where he rates and reviews movies, and you can check out that review for oh god, what'd you watch? Sorry,
28 Days Later.
28 Days Later. You can go check that out, give it some likes, and along with all the other stuff that he has on there. And what's your relation to our dear viewer, Colin?
Well, as our dear viewer is being a river troll, having just secured their victory, at least they think so. I'm gonna come out of one of the shadow spots as a cool looking drow, and I'm gonna be like, whoa. hey, whoa, let's truce, maybe. I don't want to fight you. I don't think we should do this. I think I saw how you took down those little dogs and that big scary guy with the sword and the little red dragon, and I don't want the smoke.
Yeah.
And from under the bridge, you're gonna hear meter. As Sergeant Drake Alexander,
oh shit,
army crawls out from underneath the bridge. Surprise, he lived.
Oh my god,
he's here to tell the tale. And we're all gonna look at each other. We're gonna have a big laugh about how we all thought that Sergeant Drake was dead and gone, but he's alive. Has share some tears and some war stories to play out the night as we celebrate this truce, and before we all head to bed, as we've all become good friends now, we're all going to embrace before we say goodnight, with our dear viewer, the ogre pulverizer in the middle, me in front as the drow, and Mike behind as Sergeant Drake Alexander, and we're all gonna embrace.
I think we're only gonna hug. I think we're only gonna be able to wrap around the viewer's legs. This.
Yeah, no, we're pretty short in comparison. Yeah. We might be at like crotch level. Yeah. Maybe stomach. But it's completely consensual, and there's nothing sexual about this either. It's just a nice embrace. So I'm gonna look over over the side of our ogre pulverizer at Sergeant Drake Alexander, and I'm gonna say, meet me in my tent, and I'm gonna blow you a kiss, Mike, a kiss next to our ogre pulverizer viewer's arm and torso area, because I can't reach him with my lips. So just a blown kiss this week in this embrace that we like to call the love cage. And if you would like your very own love cage, dear viewer, all you must do is drop your address in the comments below, and we'll find you. You won't know when, you won't know where, but we will find you and give you your very own love cage. So drop that addy.
Hell yeah. Never have I been happier to be Drake.
And I don't think Drake would be happier than that moment either, because that's a true American hero.
Exactly.
And Kendrick would never pulverize him.
Exactly. So. Almost as big of an American hero as Tom McDonald.
Oh, amen.
Amen, brother. I can't wait for that artist analysis. Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you guys next week with something.
Yeah. Bye-bye.